Alrighty folks, today we're going to make a Manhattan, and quite frankly, it doesn't get simpler than this. Original recipe calls for rye, that's what we're going to use today. I'm using Rittenhouse, bottled and bond, great option, 100 proof, not going to break the bank. Ounces of that into our mixing glass. Follow it up with an ounce of sweet vermouth, whichever one you like. Again, in this house, we like Carpano Antica. And then 2 dashes of Angostura Bitters. And give it a stir. Now the Manhattan, for such a simple drink, has a fairly interesting story, depending on which one you believe. The most common one is that it was created at an event hosted by a woman by the name of Jennie Jerome at the Manhattan Club in New York. The Manhattan Club being where it got its name, the Manhattan. There's only one problem with that story, and that is that Jennie Jerome is better known as Lady Randolph Churchill, and she was in Britain at the time getting ready to give birth to Winston, so that story is most likely a falsehood. The most probable story is that it was created probably about a decade or so before the event in question at the Manhattan Club by another bartender in New York, or by a host of bartenders in New York, as vermouth was becoming incredibly popular in the cocktail scene at the time. You can read more about that in our website at castagnetcocktails.com, or I'll drop it in the comments below this video for you to take a look at as well. Back to the drink, we've given it a stir. We're going to serve this in a coupe glass that we have waiting right here. You can also serve this over ice on the rocks in a cocktail glass. I have been known to enjoy many a Manhattan that way, generally, especially in the summer months when I'm going to sip more. And in the summer months, I like to swap out the rye for something a little lighter, like a Maker's Mark or something that's not going to have the spice. The heat from the rye is really great though this time of year in those winter months. Normally you'd garnish it with a single black cherry, but because this is at the house and I can do what I want, we're going to use 3. And enjoy. Come back for more history of the twist, and we'll talk to y'all again soon.